All right, well, Nancy Mace is back in the news as security footage has leaked, and we talked about this last week where she had to, I guess the police showed up and there was swearing involved, there was a report filed. She has been going on a tear since this because this woman is nuts. And when she gets attention, she loves to latch onto it and squeeze it for everything it's worth. Tim Scott has come out against this. Tim Scott is a senator from South Carolina. And I also have footage from that incident too. Doesn't line up with what Nancy Mace is saying, of course, because she's lying. For reasons that are unclear, Rep. Nancy Mace invoked my name during the aftermath of her situation at the Charleston airport. So let me be clear on a number of points. I've used that airport since long before I was ever in Congress, and every interaction I've had, without exception, has been positive. The women and men of the airport police are professional, courteous, and go beyond the call of duty. And he just goes on to say that the cops and TSA there are great. And that's all he had to say about that. Now, Nancy Mace did a flurry of posts threatening to sue. She says here, defamation lawsuit incoming. This video proves I did nothing wrong. The incident reported fabricated story that never happened. One dishonest cop gives all the honest, hardworking cops a bad name. And goes into a tirade. Here's a bit of this.
Had some time to reflect this morning on the airport video that came out last night. And by the way, we requested it, but they refused to give it to us. But they did give it to a Democrat.
Bro, what is this music? I didn't even realize. What is this music?
Of course, because it's a political hit job. But you know, when all this went down, I was so confused because I was like, God, what the heck happened at the airport? I was like, did I say something? Whatever. Because I sometimes do. You guys have seen me do that. And no big deal. But one of the really interesting things is that when the dirty cop, yes, the cop or cops that filed a false incident report, you're giving other cops a bad name, and I'm coming for you. So you need to know that. But my interaction with the dirty cop was like, was it 1 second? Or was it 2? It's really hard to tell. And if you're not man enough to take my feedback, my constructive feedback for you, not doing your job, then what are you gonna do when Al-Qaeda shows up at the airport? Like, and then we're gonna get to the American Airlines gate agent who lied to the dirty cop, who lied in an official police document. This quote incident report straight up said my behavior at the gate was wholly inappropriate. I had forgot because I was so confused when this stuff came out last Friday when the airport did this political hit job. I was so confused. I was like, what happened? Like, did I not drink my coffee that morning? Like, I was so confused. I had forgotten that when I was getting on the plane, I was actually on a conference call. And for the 2 seconds it took me to scan my ticket on my phone was the only 2 seconds I wasn't on my phone because I was on a conference call when I boarded the flight.
All right, boring. We're moving on. There's more of this though. Nancy Mace won't shut up about it. This is from today. This is a video from yesterday. Let's see what crazy Nancy Mace has to say. Oh, I guess she's suing American Airlines.
I'm suing American Airlines in the Charleston airport.
The music, I can't get over the music.
I'm gonna share a video with you now and read to you what's in the report and show you what's actually in the video. So the American Airlines agent states to the airport security in this incident report the following, and I quote, after the aircraft departed the gate, the American Airlines gate agent approached us.
Is anyone else bored by this? Can't even be bothered to care. It's like she's Karening so hard. I feel like her head should come off. Now, Nancy Mace, I guess, is going to sue American Airlines because of a perceived slight. May I just remind Nancy Mace that a majority of Americans aren't able to pay their bills with the money they make from their jobs. SNAP benefits are not fully funded at the moment. People are having a hard time feeding their families. Most of us, when we show up to the airport, have to go through a long ass security line, many of whom have to take off their shoes, or at least we used to have to take off our shoes and walk around in our socks to go through security. Nancy Mace is mad because when they dropped her off, and this is footage now from this incident, when Nancy Mace got dropped off at her special drop-off location for members of Congress, she was upset that no one was there to greet her. That's what this is all about. She was furious there wasn't anyone here to greet her. And as someone wrote here in the Washington Post, it is possible the truth lies somewhere between. Sitting members of Congress are not used to be treated this way. But then again, neither are agents of Homeland Security. The incident report blames the initial mix-up on the fact that Mace allegedly arrived in a different colored BMW, the one that for which they had been told to prepare. TSA agents were looking for one thing, and then she's mad because they weren't there to meet her. That is what this literally is all about, and because of that, Nancy Mace is going to sue American Airlines. And she's not shutting up about it. She says, am I crazy? Here's how crazy I really am. Crazy against pedophiles, crazy against corruption, crazy against communism, crazy against sanctuary policies and illegal immigration, crazy against fake news, crazy against rapists and predators and trans, crazy against the woke. Crazy against men, and these are all the same thing. Crazy against wasteful spending, high taxes, and potholes. I'm also crazy against potholes. We are so crazy, it'll make anyone who supports these things, it'll make your head spin. But it's not about that. Those are who are in power and panic mode. When I'm elected governor, they're powerful. Do you think this lady is gonna make it past the primary? I don't know. What does the polling show?
So my mom called me this morning, concerned about a handful of former congressmen who were trying to give me a medical diagnosis, and I laughed. I'm not sorry about that. And it's interesting because when I see these guys next, these former congressmen next, some current elected officials, I'm just going to give them a larger necklace of pearls for them to clutch a little bit harder. And you know, it's funny to me what the establishment, what people in power are willing to do to stay in power. My polling must be through the roof if they are reacting this way. I mean, it's pretty incredible to watch. But at the end of the day, it's not really about me. This is about someone, us, a group of people, you and I, us versus them. It's us versus the establishment. It's us.
Are you kidding me? This isn't us versus them. Lady, this is like someone showing up to Apple and being upset because they've had to wait 20 minutes in line and they got Apple Care. This is not some sort of rallying cry against the elites. This is you, an elite, not getting your special treatment at the airport, and you're trying to turn it into this David and Goliath thing. You're not MLK Jr. You're a privileged white lady who didn't get her escort to security at the airport. Most Americans have never even flown before. This is just too funny to me. It's just too funny to me. The Washington Post put it like this. It was awful. She had to wait for her security detail. Have mercy on her. She is a human being. She is a human being. She's also a frickin' troll. One thing she is crazy about too, attention. Attention. This woman loves attention, and she will do anything to get it. Well, I guess we'll keep following this. I mean, I kind of want to know what the polling is. If you know what the polling is in South Carolina, I don't know if they're polling it, but she is running for governor. Don't vote for her. Vote for anyone else. I just hope that she burns out, but I don't know. I feel like nowadays stuff like this actually helps you win elections. But maybe I'll be wrong. I hope not. I hope I am. I hope I'm wrong. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'll see you soon. Bye.